Okay, flea market finds for October. I believe it's the 16th, but I could be wrong. 2022, Sunday. And we will start with an E-tool cover. It's entrenching tool. Looks pretty much brand new. There is a name on there. I mean, a company name who made it. So it's genuine pretty much, I think. $4. Now one of my E-tools has its cover. Let's see. We have some wartime made Craftsman, made for Craftsman by New Britain tool. It's an entire half-inch drive set here. We have the sockets, we have the ratchet, 2 extensions, and the breaker bar. How do I know it's wartime? Well, you see this? This is an SK Wayne wrench from the 60s that I picked up. How it's nice and chrome plated? During the war, they didn't do that. They eliminated the chrome plating because it was needed. Chromium was needed for the war effort elsewhere, making weapons. It was deemed unnecessary for putting on tools. So from 41 to 45, you have tools with differing finishes on them. No chrome. Look at that nice Art Deco look to that ratchet. It's in such nice shape, too. And it works. Let's try to focus in on that. All of this was $4. This was 50 cents from a different seller. We have a 3/4 punch chisel here. This is vintage Craftsman, made in USA. Nice tip. $1. 16-ounce hammer in good shape. Nice handle. This is made by C.S. Osborne. And I think it was $2. Don't really need any more 16-inch hammers, but you know what? That's so nice I wasn't leaving it. And it was a name brand USA. Here we have a screwdriver from Bonnie. And it's in good shape. Nice handle. Heavy shank. Tip isn't all buggered up. Sometimes people use these as pry bars and chisels and destroy them. I really don't like people doing that. Then along comes this. The guy had a big bucket of tools. Oh, that's all a bunch of foreign-made junk. Really. I look in there and I saw what he didn't see. See if I can get the camera to see it. Can you see the USA on there? Barely make it out. This is actually vintage Craftsman, USA made Craftsman. This is from the 1980s, late 80s into the 90s into the early 2000s. Very well made, very high quality, extremely nice tool. You know, for $3, I wasn't leaving it. This is a 30 caliber single cavity bullet mold. It looks rough, I know, but that will clean up very easily with no problem. A little oil and a brush will get that rust off of there. Where it matters, in the bullet cavity, it's not rusty. And this is made by, let me read it. Manufactured by the Winchester Arms Company of New Haven, Connecticut, USA. It's Winchester. Can't beat that. And here, of course, every flea market seems to find one. This is a memorial flag. People sell these all the time. I wrapped it. I didn't fold it, but I did wrap it to prevent it getting dirty and mildewy and everything else. We have a nice little candlestick that basically, I only bought this because it's unusual in that it's not the chintzy looking crap you usually see. This is all brass, nicely patinaed, and it is very heavy. This thing's like 1.5 pounds easily. I paid $4 for this, and there's probably that much in metal there. It was very well made. Not really something I collect, but it was nice, and I was standing there and said, oh, I'll take it. A little buggered at the top there, but I can straighten that out. Teapot. A heavy stainless teapot. Because for some reason, every single fall, I go look for my teapot in the shop, and it's gone. Nobody has a clue where it went, but it's gone. So I had to buy one. That was $3. And it's very well made, so it's definitely worth that. Okay, cleaning kits. We have 5 of them. Why did I buy more cleaning kits when obviously I have dozens? Well, the reason for this is that they're essentially brand new. These things are from the 70s and the 60s and the 80s. They're brand spanking new. And the nice lady selling them had $10 each on them. Then she tells me everything today's is half off because this is my last show. Half off, $5 each. I wasn't going to say no to that. And I don't go wrong with stuff like this. Look at this. Brand new, full bottle of oil, full bottle of solvent, patches for 22. There's some 30 caliber ones. There's some shotgun stuff in there. All brand new. Go in the store and price what a can of specialized gun oil goes for these days. I'll tell you, it's usually more than $5 that I just paid for this whole thing. So it's worth it for me. And one of these, I would consider this one collectible. It has the sleeve. It is absolutely brand new. It's an outer's kit. It is brand spanking new inside there. See if I can get to slide out without ruining it. There we go. Brand new kit. This is for 22 caliber rifle. Look at that. It even has the cardboard still holding the rods in place. So that is going to go into my collection of cool stuff. I have plenty of 22 kits, including 2 more right here. So I don't need to use this. I buy these kits for the chemicals. If I can get them for $5, $10, and they have the gun slick grease, they have the solvents, and they have the oil and the patches, I'm going to buy it because I can't buy that stuff that cheaply anywhere else. You know, I'm going to spend that just for the oil half the time. Never mind the solvent. Okay, we have a Bernzomatic torch. It still has the bottle. This is full. It came with a bunch of actual solder. This is actual lead solder, not whatever that stuff is they use now. 3 rolls of it. The flux, the torch, the striker, all good stuff, all in a nice box. And what did I pay for that? Oh, I think it was $10 on that one, which is worth it because go price what a full propane bottle goes for these days. It's at least half that. It's probably more than half that. No, I didn't buy the soda. Couple of Taiwanese sockets that came with the Craftsman stuff. Here, we have a little photo album. What did I pay for this? I think it was $5. I collect these. I don't collect photos. I collect photos of old cars. So when I see something like that, that's going to interest me. I have to check what that car is, but I think it's actually a Dodge Brothers. An early Dodge Brothers. This entire album, look at the flag stickers on there. Pretty sure those are from the First World War bond drive. Everything in here seems to be about that era. 1917, 1918, 1919, somewhere around in there. And that's cool stuff. That's really cool stuff. There are several car pictures in here. Not going to go searching them out now. Oh, yeah. There we go. That one is actually marked as a Hudson. That looks like about a 1916 or 17 Hudson. If I can get them cheap enough, I will buy them because of the cool pictures of old cars. Of course, there's always Victrola records. And I also did buy a parts Victrola, a little one, which I don't have here at the moment. But you've seen those before. It's just a pile of rotten wood and junk that I'm going to strip apart. These are Victrola records for $1 each. Genuine Victrola records from the teens and 20s. We have a pastry in there that's going to be my dessert later. From a seller up there at the flea market who's actually local to me. I didn't realize that until I looked up and saw the sign. So I know you guys. You're just around the corner. I'm going to visit you more often. This is a World War I sailor's scrapbook. And look at this. There's his birthing card. Some French money. There he is in uniform. Some parades. And he collected, I guess he didn't have his own camera. So he collected a lot of postcards when he was overseas. You can see some of them here from France. There's a couple that have actual pictures there. That one says National Cemetery, Jefferson Barracks. All through his service and then into World War II. There's some stuff for World War II also. I don't know if that means he was a retread or maybe he had a son in the service and he was collecting, you know, articles out of the newspaper or whatever. Here he put the medals. All kinds of stuff. Cool stuff. Really cool stuff. This was $15. I'm sure any one of those postcards is probably worth that. That is a probably early 1980s Craftsman toolbox for $10. It's in really, really clean condition. Very solid. USA made. You can tell it's one of the later ones because it has the sticker rather than the riveted Craftsman plate, but it's still silver. It didn't turn black yet, so it's going to be sometime, probably the early 80s. Okay, is there anything I didn't cover? We got the albums, we got the torch, we got the cleaning kits, we got the records, E-Tool, the other album. We have the memorial flag. People, these things were on veterans or first responders' coffins, okay? And families just sell them at a flea market like they're garbage. I don't know how many I have so far, probably 50 of them. Don't fall. Wants to fall. Stay there. We got this for 50 cents, you know, little. That is a reproducer for the phonograph, the parts phonograph. You can see it, it's pretty rough. That was actually $40 for the whole phonograph. This reproducer alone tends to sell on eBay for about $40 to $50 by itself. Those are easy to rebuild. I rebuild them all the time for my own machines. I think that about covers it. It was a pretty big flea market, but I didn't do all of it. You know, I just look for specific things. Cool old tools, gun stuff sometimes. You know, just interesting items. I'm not there to make money. I'm not going to resell any of this stuff. It's all for me. You know, the only time it's going to get sold is at my estate sale. So, there you go. Oh, I forgot. Here we go. I think this was $1 or something like that. That's a Starrett machinist's little ruler there. It's actually a slightly thicker one than usual. It's a little bit more stiff. So that's good. I actually use these as part of my toolkit for rebuilding those reproducers. And this, I don't know what kind of gauge that is. It's also Starrett. You know, there's all kinds of little measuring sticks on there. And you see the Starrett on it? There we go. Let's see. And that was it. That was our haul for today. And along with that little parts Victrola, which I didn't put here. You've seen those before. So there you go.